This is Real Talk, keeping it real, keeping you encouraged. I know I haven't been on since my video in February, which was being single on Valentine's Day. And I just felt like I needed to make a video for one, because I always tell you that I'll see you again. And I definitely just dropped for like 5 months. And I wanted to keep it real tonight, and so I didn't really plan anything to say. I kind of just wanted to talk to someone, and this seemed like a good way to do it, and also somehow to encourage you. But to be honest with you, I have been in a funk, a pretty deep funk, for a very long time. Definitely over a year now. Yeah, if not 2, to be honest with you. But I'm the kind of person that when I'm going through like a funk, I can function through my funk. I can do great things through my funk. Nobody even has to know I'm in a funk. I do what I have to do. I please who I have to please. And then I come home and I just kind of fall apart. And one of the things that I hate doing now is just coming home because no one's here. And I'll just like be driving from work and just thinking, I don't want to go home. There's nothing there. I used to have a dog, and that was nice, but I mean, when I came home, then I'd be extra stressed because she had pooped all over the floor. Anyways, so all that to say, I've been going through a funk, and I've really been seeking the Lord about some things. And I'm making some big changes in my life because I feel led by the Lord. But it's really taking me through this journey right now of trust. You know, I talk about trusting in the Lord, and all that sounds great when you have A, B, and C. You know, when everything's taken care of, all things are falling into place, you can easily quote trust in the Lord. But tonight I'm saying trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. And I say that while going through a very hard time right now, not really seeing what God is doing with me, not really seeing where He's trying to take me. I mean, I have some idea, but I don't see it coming to pass yet, and so I'm getting very impatient and a little discouraged. You know, how do you trust God when you feel like He's leading you away from security, like your house and your car and your job? That's very difficult. But I'm trusting in the Lord right now. I know He's placed some very specific things in my heart that He wants me to do, and it's very hard to say yes to the Lord when you don't know how He's going to provide for you. But that's where I am right now, and that's where I am right now. So anyways, I found this quote, and it says, "To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved," by George McDonald. And I thought about that, and I thought, you know, I'm always talking about, oh, I love Jesus. I love the Lord, and I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I don't always trust Him, and how that must kind of hurt His feelings, that I'm sitting in His face talking about how much I love Him, but when He tells me something, I don't believe Him. Like when He says He'll never leave me or forsake me, do I believe it? And when He says He's going to take care of me, do I believe it? And when you don't believe it, it's saying you don't trust in Him. And I need to trust in the Lord, and this is a perfect time to trust in the Lord, because He hasn't laid it all out for me, you know, and I have to see with eyes of faith. If I look with the regular eyes I have now, I'll be like, oh my God, my life is falling apart, which basically is how I was today. That's how I was feeling, and I mean, as you can tell, I've just been feeling very cruddy, and I just thought, how can I encourage people when I'm feeling this way? I mean, I need somebody to encourage me. But when I was looking at one of my old videos about staying positive in the midst of negativity, one of the first things I told you all to do is get over yourself. You know, it's not all about you. If you're going through something, you need to reach out to someone else. And so I was like, dag, okay. I need to take my own advice. And so I'm trying to climb out of my funk right now, encourage other people, and let them see me now and what I'm going through. Not so much when everything is all perfect and nice, but right now I'm really in a situation that I need to trust in the Lord. You know, we can trust in people and that's all fine, but people will fail us. Our friends will fail us. Our boyfriends will fail us. Our family will fail us. We've got to trust in the Lord, and that's what I'm doing now. And so I hope if you're in a funk that you can just reach out to God, because you might call your friends and they might not pick up the phone, or, you know, I'm just saying, sometimes you really just have to reach out to God. You can't rely on other people. Reach out to God, claim His truth, and trust. Well, I'll see you guys next time on Real Talk, keeping it real, keeping you encouraged.